right, now, hey, you're going to think that I have a horse in this race, and you'd be right, because our next guest is a doctor at Northwestern who's written a book about hypochondria. We've become a nation of hypochondriacs. Now, this is the most important, I think, piece of nonfiction ever written. Some people may argue that I don't know. Maybe they'll argue the Bible. Maybe I don't know. I'm going to say this is it. This is the most important book of all times. Dr. Catherine Belling is on the Super Celebrity Hotline. Congratulations, Doctor, on this.
Hi, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You didn't think I was going to say that, now did you? All right, now
you can say it often if you like, really.
So now let's start with this. That we have a regular medical contributor to the program. We were talking to yesterday about a series of other stories about how your purse can kill you because there's lead in it, and drinking while pregnant, all the stuff that hits the press every day.
Right.
And we had to ask her about this, and she had a very cute term for this. I'd never heard this before, even though I do call my doctor quite a bit at Northwestern, and
wow.
The worried well was the term.
Mm-hmm.
The worried, is that what you guys call people like me?
It's certainly one of the terms.
What are some of the other terms?
A lot of them are a lot worse than that.
Yes.
Croc is a familiar one.
Croc?
But most often it's just, you're just such a hypochondriac, which automatically means you're not really sick, there's nothing really wrong with you, and you're just demanding too much attention.
I actually, Doctor, I call them GPEDAs, gigantic pains in the ass.
Okay.
That's just me.
Is that how that's pronounced?
I hadn't heard that before.
Yes, you'll never hear it again.
You can try that again. All right, so, but is there I think there's something to, I'll say this about the state of hypochondria. I mean, we're not completely right. At least once we're going to get this right.
At least once.
Yeah. At least once.
You know, the tombstone that says, "I told you I was sick."
Right, exactly.
There you go.
I'm telling you, that's what once you're going to be right. Now, so how are people who are concerned that they've that all of a sudden they've got a mole or a cold that won't go away or a thing or a deal or a headache or they got a shooting pain somewhere? I mean, what are they supposed to do?
They should go to their doctor. The real issue is not so much being worried about something being wrong as when you go to the doctor and he does or she does many very expensive, careful tests and comes back and says there is no evidence of disease.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a hypochondriac, you say, "How can you tell?" If you're not a hypochondriac, you say, "Thank you," and you go away. But what my book argues is that pretty much all of us are hypochondriacs at some point, if that's your definition, particularly now, because we've been trained to think about ourselves as having diseases inside us. Right?
Yes.
If you think about all those disease awareness weeks and early detection and screening, and now you can have genetic tests to test you positive for diseases you don't actually even have yet.
Right, that you may have a genetic proclivity toward.
Exactly.
But now, what do you think about that, Doctor? Because I've been wondering about this the whole time. I have a friend, and this is a friend who I believe Northwestern offered this to him. One of those screens where you go in and it's like it screens for, I think, close to 100 different diseases.
Right.
And then you get the test back, and you're able to find out, you have a genetic, you're genetically likely to get Alzheimer's or cancer or heart disease and stuff like that. Who the hell wants to know that?
Some people do. The idea, we're trained to want to know that because there's this idea that the more information you have, the better. It's very unintuitive to say, well, I don't want to know, because then you get accused of being in denial and unscientific and so on. But the trouble is you can go too far, because in the 90s there was this huge craze for doing full-body CT screening. And, of course, insurance companies eventually wouldn't pay for it, so it's kind of petered out now. But what happened was all these people went in for screenings to make sure they were 100% healthy, right? And no one ever had a complete screening and didn't have something wrong with them.
Right, they find something on the
They'll
scan.
always find something.
Yeah.
Right? And then they go ahead and...
I had it, I know. They found it. And they find the one thing, and then the doctor has to explain to me, goes, oh, everybody's got these, you know? It's like, there's something, and then I'm like, well, no, really? And I wanted, like, I'm like, I demanded a needle biopsy on a pimple. It was like, I'm like, all right, that's it.
Right, and then you Googled it, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, you see, that's the worst. That is the worst now, is that
exactly.
I used to just have Merck's manual and just go through that. Now, you have the Google, and if you do not, people... Actually, Google's almost cured me of this, because if you go and you Google symptoms, the first thing that comes up is you're going to be dead within the hour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and of course, whatever symptom you read about, even if you didn't have it before, you'll have it now, right?
Right.
Then they have,
bodies do that.
and then they have photos of the 5 most extreme cases of this. that mole looks like
jaw?
a car. I don't even know what that is.
And let me just tell you something. The lighting and all the different skin variations, all the different kinds of things that can erupt on your skin or anywhere else on your body that you look up on the internet, all those are not properly lit. So anything that you've got on your skin looks like anything else. It could be a squamous cell. It could be it could be syphilis. I don't know.
He knows too much, Doc.
What is it?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. Well, Doctor, congratulations on this, Catherine.
Thank you very much.
Bellin. A Condition of Doubt is the name of the book.
That's right.
And good luck to you on that. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right, and go Northwestern. I only root for Northwestern because of the hospital. That's it. I'm not really interested in the sports team from the university standpoint. Because I know that at least one of those guys on the football team is going to end up working at the hospital.
All I know is that doctor hung up and said, are there any more stupid Americans I have to talk to today for the book?
Coming up in the 4 o'clock hour, Jane Fonda wants to talk about sex.